Okay, so it's June the 4th. We're on another Discover Monroe hike along the route of the Mountain Valley Pipeline through Monroe County, West Virginia. And we're here on the Gore family property near Lindside and following the pipeline route. And we see right here the route goes down into the woods, down into a holler, and we followed the route down in there and saw some major water features where there's a wet weather run, where water is running when it rains or when there's water on the ground surface. But we also found a major spring down there in the bottom of this hollow that the pipeline would cross right over the top of that spring. This is a beautiful area. We're up high on a ridge right here, and you can see cloudy day, but a beautiful piece of Monroe County. We'll be in the picture here for a little bit. We can be in the picture.
Okay.
So we're standing here in this beautiful pasture, open pasture land up here on the Gore family property in Monroe County. And when it was all quiet and we were standing quietly here, we could hear the honeybees working the clover here in this beautiful territory. It's filled with white clover and bloom that they're making honey. And in the distance you can see the beautiful vista of Monroe County. And that's Peters Mountain out there, that big ridge. And over here to our left, you can see what a beautiful grove of trees. This is where it's a traditional gathering spot up here where people come and enjoy this peaceful part of the country, enjoy their lifestyle up here in the woods, hunting, fishing, and living off the land.
And it's a profound apiary buffer zone for wetlands, which is very rare.
Okay.
Good. The water that will flow naturally through this area here will come down at such a rate that we could create catch ponds that would support electrical turbines that would basically take care of all of our neighbors and the neighboring counties with the technology available now, because there's draws like this all through our state. And there's one right here, there's one over in our property, which is just a couple miles on the other side. And we could create power with hydraulic power, which is the most efficient power out there based on efficiency and cost versus solar and wind. And it's a natural resource we could sell to our neighbors, but yet they want to come and destroy all this for a pipeline. They don't know if it's going to work. They've never done it. And how can you jeopardize that? Why not go to renewable energy versus destroying what we could do with renewable energy? And once again, these draws, there's probably 100 within a 10-mile radius of this area. The technology is there. For less than $20,000. You could create your own power station to take care of your neighbors and your community for nothing. I agree.
And we can't get them to understand that those 5 kilometers, they don't believe it. But if we try it,
Well, I've got a
That's a brilliant idea, though.
yeah,
mark this one
Superimpose what
at
could be
so
what is.
beautifully done.
location.
I could do it. If you give me the picture, I can indicate.
Okay.
I could put an overlay on it.
God, I wish I should take some pictures before it got so thick. Okay, it's nothing but trees now, but I mean, like I said, like the Dean of Art places, this is perfect. I'm not going to show them, because at the bottom of this, if you... Okay, here we're standing at the Gore property, which lies right between my 2 apiaries, within 100 feet of each side, where we have over 135 Italian honeybees that we breed, and they are survivors. They've survived over the last 8 years, where the rest of the country, literally we lose 50% of all of our bees. Remember, no bees, no food. But we're standing in natural habitat of clover, abundance, poplar trees, locusts, all on the pipeline that they want to destroy, so that and basically eliminating some of the most pristine bee habitat in the country. It's not just a hypothesis, it's a fact. These bees survive here because it's natural. The bees are dying everywhere else in the country because of the pesticides. We don't have that here, but yet they want to come in and spray all our area, destroy all this, and then continue to spray it to keep the plant vegetation down, therefore killing our bees in probably the most pristine, perfect bee habitat in the country. It can't happen, it won't happen. That's a good walking stick, man.
Yeah, for a camera.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, sure.
Must be a cane, too.
Yeah. A pack.
We'll see.
Right, exactly.
Okay, we're on down in the Narragansett Creek. We're at what is called the Blue Hole, and the water is blue looking in it, and that's the reason it's called the Blue Hole. Okay, we're still in the Narrows of Hands Creek. We're down almost to the first ford, and this is a spring that is coming out of the side of the hill right here next to Hands Creek. And we're not sure what the name of this spring, or if it ever had a name, but it's we're going to call it Hands Spring. And as you can see, it comes right down through here and flows right on down into Hands Creek. Right, this is the Narrows of Hands Creek, and we are down almost to the first ford, and this is very close to where, actually this is where the pipeline will be crossing the Narrows of Hands Creek.
We've arrived at the beautiful Hands Creek, at the Narrows of Hands Creek, where the creek takes a giant horseshoe turn, and this is where the pipeline, Mountain Valley Pipeline, is proposing to cross the creek. Within a very short distance of a big bold spring nearby. We've come down from the last mile or so of our hike. We've come across very steep ground, basically perpendicular to the slope, and we've crossed one ravine and water run after another. It doesn't make sense to us how a pipeline could be built through this territory, and especially the way that it's presently mapped. But this is a conclusion of our Discover Monroe hike today. It's been a great experience. Thank you very much for watching. Awesome.